kind of settings. You have passed through the first year, your brain is now growing. Year 2, you have passed through it. Year 3 is a place where you will determine what will be my legal career. Am I going to be a true lawyer in the sense? Am I going to just pass through and that is when I graduate I find my way outside here? Because law is not for everybody and law is not to be weak. 2 is a game changer. Year 2 remain my worst level ever as an undergraduate. Year 2. That memory, I don't even wish it. Be receiving question every single day. How many years do you study law in Nigeria? How does law works? Which course will I study? Is it criminal law or is it civil law? And all those things and all those things. Today, I want to take this opportunity to answer some of your curiosity. These questions often come from those who just recently got admission to study law. Most of them have not even come to university. But the curiosity, it's worth responding to. It's worth attending to. That's why I'm here. Before we go, my name is Kingsley Ifeanyichukwu. I'm currently a final year law student as at the time I'm making this video in one of the reputable universities in Southeast Nigeria. I am an advocate, the founder of Law Made Simple, and what we do on this channel is to make law easily accessible for all, is to make law easily digestible, is to make law made simple. Here is your library. Here is everything you need to excel in your academics. All of them are here on this channel. All you just have to do to have unlimited access is to subscribe, and subscription is free of charge. Just clicking the subscribe button, you're already a full-fledged member of this community, and whenever we post a video, you'll be among the first set of people to receive it. And if the video resonates with what you are finding difficult, you can just click and watch, and it can ease your stress. So subscribe to be able to follow up, and don't forget to like the video whenever you come across it. So for somebody who have gotten admission in Nigerian school or any university in the world, I want to start by telling you that law is a long journey. It is not something that you just enter today, you graduate tomorrow. Otherwise, by now I should be a graduate. I'm in my final year, but I'm not yet a graduate. I'm not even close to being a graduate. You understand what I mean? By the time we finish this video, the first genesis of this success in legal journey is to gain admission. That is how it works. Once you have gotten admission, the second phase begins when you enter your 100 level. That is when they are going to wash all the diseases of the secondary school, all the diseases that have been following you. They will cure it. That is your 100 level. Also, in that 100 level, there are some law courses you are going to offer, but none of them will see 3 law courses. That does not mean that in your 100 level, you'll be doing 1 law courses or you'll be doing 3 in all the 100 level. No, but the one I mean is the one that is actual law course, like it is tied to law. Because when you come to university, it is there is how we categorize it. We have main law courses to start with. We have borrowed law courses. We then have GSTs. Main law courses are the one that is tied to your law. That's why the one I'm saying that no university will see 3. At most is 3. At least is 1. Borrowed courses are those courses that is not your own. They are not tied to law, but they are needed to study law. Example is psychology. Because as a good lawyer, you must be psychologically strong. Example is philosophy. As a good lawyer, you should have the knowledge of philosophy. Philosophy is all about the study of life and how nature works. I'm not talking about biology, please. So that is the core agenda. Also, economics, political science. These things are necessary for you to understand law because all of them are tied together or fused together. Sociology, about the society and the law. You can't make law when you shall go to legal method. You understand that you don't just make law in vacuum. Before you make law, you must check the surrounding necessity or the surrounding background of those people. That is what we call sociology. What guide these people? That is why we have criminal code in the south and penal code in the north. It is based on the ideology of sociology. Society differs and law must meet up where they are to be able to be obeyed. Otherwise, the law will lack legitimacy. And any law that lacks legitimacy becomes what? Disobedience becomes inevitable. So that is it. Now, I have made a video where I discuss intensively on all the law courses you are going to offer. So I'm not going to preempt that. Once you are done with this video, or better still, you go to the description button, you are going to see the link that will cross you to that video. You can watch it after this one. Or I'm still going to link it after this one. So you can stay here and get this knowledge first. So after your 100 level, you have 200 level. 200 level is a stage where you are going to face the main law courses. They have come out that disease from you. They have tuned your mind to be in university settings. You have been delivered duly by the fresher spirit that has been in possession of you. So now your brain is clear. Your CGP is already telling you, Omo, you need to read or you need to go down. So that is it. At this 200 level, you are going to encounter main law courses like constitutional law, contract law, legal system for some university. These are the main law courses you are going to encounter in your year 2. After year 2, if you are able to pass your year 2 without carryover, Oshe, thank God. For somebody in my university, year 2 is a game changer. Year 2 remain my worst level ever as an undergraduate. Year 2, God, that memory, I don't even wish it for my enemy. Now, year 3 is a kind of settings. You have passed through the first year, your brain is now growing. Year 2, you have passed through it. Year 3 is a place where you will determine what will be my legal career. Am I going to be a true lawyer in real sense? Am I going to just pass through and at least when I graduate, I find my way outside there? Because law is not for everybody and law is not for the weak. So year 3 is when decisions are made. Whether I will be lawyer, I will just be, let me just pass through this thing. Let me just pass first. Or whether I even drop out. So there are 3 categories of personality in year 3. Those who are determined that are going to be lawyers and they must practice as a lawyers. Then there are also those who like, Omo, I can't do this, but I have to pass to make my family proud. Then there are those who be, Omo, you don't be now. I don't got admitted. I have passed through year 1. I have passed year 2. Olua, please help me to succeed. And if I succeed, I promise I will not come back this field again. I'm going to pursue my life. These are these categories of people. This year 3 is a dangerous place. But now I believe that majority of people watching this video are probably in year 1 and those who are even looking to gain admission. I don't want your year 3 to be in second categories. You have to be in the first. Those who want to make it in this profession, because trust me, law is sweet, but you must pay a sacrifice. So year 4, Ada is no longer a girl. Obi is no longer a boy. Year 4, you are no longer thinking like a kid. You have fully understand where the profession and the pendulum is tilting towards. It's not like scale of justice. You have already understand that this is where the scale is flowing. The decision has been made and you are following it. Depending on any one you choose in year 3, that is the one you will focus more on year 4. Then year 5 is the final arbiter, the closing stage. At this stage, the 3 categories of people begin to assess themselves. Those who want to make it in the profession will be like, am I going with first class? Am I going with second class? Upper or lower? Third class, deeper, or 6 feet? So these are the stage. Then the second people in these categories are those who are at this point. All I need is to pass. All I need is to pass. All I need is to pass. Then the third categories of people, some of them may have dropped out. But I don't wish you in these 2 categories. Be in the first one because it pay off. Now, after your final year, as Nigeria has it, you go home and sleep and greet your parents for 1 year. You thank them for everything they have done for your life, for taking you through all the university LLB journey, because you have gotten your LLB certificate or journey, or you have been a graduate. They have signed on you as a graduate, but the battle never ends. You are going to stay with 1 year. You are going to stay for 1 year with your parents, thanking them every morning. Thank you, daddy. Thank you, mom. Every morning, thank you, daddy. Thank you, mommy. Until 1 year. When you are done with that 1 year, that is when law school will begin to call you. That is if you were lucky enough to pass through your LLB journey. And your school has a great quarter, because federal university has more quarters. Quarters, I mean the number of laws that are going to law school. State university have minimum, and then private university have lowest. That's why private university admit minimally. For somebody in my school, the quarter for my school is 100. And in my class, we have 160. So approximately, it means that out of those 160, 70 are the people going to law school for my set. Then 30% will be from the backlog carryover students, extra year students who have cleared their paper. They will join us. 30 people meet it up with 70 will give rise to 100. So the other 60, what happened to them? They wait. You see why you have to work hard. You see why I'm telling you that you have to subscribe to this channel. This thing is not university, because as my school is admitting 160, somebody in UNN they're admitting more than 200, 250, but their quota is just not passing us. Highest thing, they may be going with 200 while we are going with 100, but their level of admission, their class is up to 300 too. So you see, it's same thing, but you have to read hard. That's why I'm telling you, there is one program we are running currently, CGPA comeback. It is not just for those who have started, it is for those who are even, you are lucky if you come across this video and you have not started in your university, you just got admission and you have not even commenced, school have not commenced, or you have not paid your school fees, or you have not fully resumed, or you are waiting for admission. Why don't you join the program? Imagine what it will mean starting now to read and coming to lecture already prepared. Already you have the knowledge of all the courses you are going to offer. You know how law questions are being set. You know everything. Like if I had that opportunity when I was like you, I would thank my God, because first class is inevitable. It's still first class inevitable now, the law. Well, I think it's still inevitable. Yes. So I'm telling you now, make sure you register for that course. It's as simple as anything. And the knowledge you are going to gain from September, October, November till December is going to shape your career. I trust me. If you want to register for that course, go to the video description or the channel page and just look for the link that shows you to our online one. You can easily, if you don't want to pass through this step, go to Google and type Law Made Simple CGPA Comeback and register. You follow us. This program runs from September 2026 to December 2026. So if you are not lucky to come across this video, we may have changed template before then. But it's something that's going to be continuous anyway. So anytime you just come, check it. If it's still running, you will join us. So I encourage you to join. On my next video, we are going to talk more on law courses and what you need to know as a year one. However, I have made two videos that is very helpful. The one is on the courses you are going to offer, where I dealt on everything. The two is advice I'm giving you and the mistake I made, which I won't like to repeat. The two videos are up there. Click it and watch it, and we shall see you again there.